Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and we do all sorts of things on my channel, like talk about productivity, do days in the life, see what I'm eating, and everything else kind of within that realm of how to elevate your life. Today, I wanted to take you guys through kind of a productive day in my life and specifically share some time management tips and hacks, things that I do in order to stay super productive and also be super effective with my time. So if you do enjoy videos like this where I share productivity hacks, time management tips, and just kind of walk you through productive days in my life to show you guys kind of what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, make sure you hit that thumbs up button because it just helps me know to make more videos like this that help you guys kind of elevate your life too. Before I go into my first tip, I am really hungry. It is time for breakfast, so I'm gonna make breakfast first and then I will get into my first tip on how to have better time management. You guys, that breakfast was so delicious. Lately, Chris and I have been mixing up our breakfast from kind of what I've showed in my most recent like full days of eating, and I've kind of switched to this like avocado toast recipe, and it is literally so good. Maybe I'll show it in my next full day of eating, but I now wanted to share my first tip on more effective time management. And so my first tip is to kind of batch your tasks into groups. So for me, a lot of times what this looks like is recording multiple videos in one single day, and then the next day I spend the entire day editing, and maybe a different day I am taking, static photos for some of the other social media apps that I use. Now, obviously that's for me as a content creator, but for other people that maybe are working like a 9-to-5 job, this could mean, maybe when you start your workday, you spend the first hour like responding to emails, and then you don't check your email inbox again until maybe like the last hour of the day or something like that. So by batching your tasks, you can actually save yourself time because you're really just focusing on one thing at a time rather than like switching back and forth across different types of tasks. So for me right now, I need to get a lot of editing done. So I'm gonna just focus on editing for the next couple of hours. And that's gonna be kind of me trying to like batch editing. Right, so I just spent the last like 2 hours editing, I think, or maybe 3, and editing is just like so time consuming. It's pretty wild. Anyways, I am gonna take a break, so I just wanted to share my second tip for time management hacks and being more effective with your time. So this tip is to basically stay super organized and kind of create different like to-do lists and organization flows for yourself. So I actually just made a video about how I started using Notion. Honestly, using Notion has really helped me stay super organized and also really helped with my time management because I have a really good idea of like what I need to work on for the day, what I need to work on for the week, and kind of how I'm splitting up my time throughout the week to make sure that I get everything done. Obviously, like I said, I have a whole Notion kind of tour and how I got this set up, but basically creating like a weekly to-do list of all the things I want and need to do throughout the week, really has helped me with my time management. So today, for example, I am able to prioritize like different things throughout my day based on my task list and things that I want to get done for the day and for the week. And also it just helps me stay really organized with different things. Like for example, my personal calendar, I can come in here and see different things that I have going on this week, as well as things I still need to plan. And then again, using Notion also has really helped me stay organized and be really effective with my time when it comes to planning out my YouTube videos and helping me figure out like when I need to record, what I need to record on which day, and just all of that. So I'm obviously using Notion to help myself stay organized, stay on task, prioritize tasks, and use my time effectively. But obviously you can do whatever. But I think by being super organized and having a really good way to keep track of things that you need to get done, whether that's a physical planner, Excel spreadsheet, whatever, stay really organized, and that will help you be more effective with your time and have a really good idea of all the things you need to get done in a given day or week. All right, so it is lunchtime, quite hungry, and I'm having leftovers. This is something that Chris found a recipe on TikTok for, and it was really good. Maybe I'll have him make it again for my next Healthy Girl Diaries full day of eating video, but it's fire. And while we eat lunch, Chris is actually gonna share one of his time management hacks. Action.
Is it recording? So I'll start off, Jess is right, everybody does love my tip. I would say my biggest tip is just use technology to help with your time management. There's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of resources. You know, now there's AI. Whatever you want to do, there's a lot of functionality. You don't need to do everything by yourself. My favorite tool is probably Google Calendar. Yeah, I actually do like ChatGPT a lot. It does help me with my organization and just getting a plan in place. Sometimes I don't know where to start, I'll just ask ChatGPT, like, hey, write me a plan of how to do something. It will give me a pretty good plan. Sometimes I'll need to iterate on it and adjust and modify, and that's fine. But it just helps me, you know, get past that writer's block that I sometimes have when it comes to like actually putting something down onto paper, the end.
All right, so on the topic of food, it kind of made me think of my next tip, which is to plan ahead. So one way that I like to do this in kind of my everyday life is with my food, my groceries, my meals. And the way that I do this is on, let's say like Sunday morning, Chris and I sit down and we think about all of the meals that we want to have for the entire week. And then we go to the grocery store and we buy all the things that we need for all of those meals. The reason that this ends up saving us time is because then when we get home from the gym or whatever towards the evening, we don't have to spend time, one, thinking about what we want to have for dinner. We already have it planned out. And two, we don't have to go to the grocery store and then go buy a bunch of things that we need for whatever meal we want to make. So that's just one example of how you can use that in kind of your everyday life. But I think that planning ahead is also super applicable for your business, for your work, for your friends, and all of that as well. So for example, at work, if you know that you have, you know, something due, you can definitely, you know, plan ahead and figure out what small tasks you need to get done in a certain timeline in order to have the major project done by the given deadline. Overall, I just think that by planning ahead, it hopefully will help you kind of make decisions quicker and ultimately save you time in the long run. But it is about 1 o'clock now, you guys, so I'm gonna keep working on editing. A lot of times I have like one day where I just like sit down and I edit all day long. So I'm gonna keep going on editing, and then right before I head to the gym, I'm gonna share my final tip on effectively managing your time.
What do you want to say to the camera?
But it's just about time to share tip number 5. All right, so my fifth and final tip today is to basically start establishing routines into your day. There's a few reasons why routines are super, super helpful for helping you be more productive and be more efficient with your time. One of which being that they help just create habits, which basically means that things that you do become kind of automatic over time. So that way you don't have to waste time thinking about what you should do next. It's kind of just a habit. So an example of how you could do this is, let's say that every time you get to work, the first thing you do is you pour yourself a cup of coffee, and while you're having your cup of coffee, you check and respond to emails. And during that time, that's all you do. Instead of looking at your phone, instead of talking to coworkers, you just respond to emails while you're drinking your coffee right when you get to work. Routines also kind of help you create structure throughout your day, which is really nice for helping you stay organized, helping you think about what task is next, and keeps you focused on not only what you're working on, but it helps you not have to think about what you're going to do next. And the last reason that routines are really helpful for time management is that they help you understand exactly how much time you're dedicating to each task. So for example, during my 5 a.m. routine, I typically do like a 20-minute yoga session, a 20-minute journal session, and a 5-minute meditation. That way I know exactly how much time I'm dedicating to my morning routine, 45 minutes, and then I can move on to making my coffee and starting my day. And one way that I use this in my personal life is by every time I'm kind of wrapping up my workday, especially when I was working a 9 to 5, instead of having a dialogue with myself about whether or not I should go to the gym, what I should wear to the gym. I made it a routine to just go straight to the gym right after I finished working for the day. That just eliminated the whole decision process of whether or not I should go to the gym. You know, having that internal dialogue about getting myself motivated to the gym is just like an automatic thing that you do. And by having that as part of my routine, it just takes out the decision process and makes my entire day more effective with my time. And since it is gym time, I'm gonna go ahead and go get ready for the gym. Gym fit is Amazon, Lululemon, Adidas. And this time I'll try and remember to link it in my bio. What are you lifting today?
Legs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Except for I don't think we're lifting the same things.
No.
Keep gym fit, dude. Wait, you're wearing like Jordans.
Yeah, Jordans.
Oh. How's your workout, lover? I am
Not as sweaty as you.
schwitzy.
I'm schwitzy.
I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now.
Alright, you guys, I think that is it for this productive day in my life kind of vlog, as well as my 5 time management tips to help you be more effective with your time and get more done throughout your day. So if you enjoy this type of video, hearing time management tips, productivity hacks, and all of that, please do hit that thumbs up button so I know to make more videos like this. And also make sure you are subscribed to my channel, hit the alarm bell, and all of that jazz so that you never miss another video from me. The rest of this evening, I'm going to be watching the Warriors game. It's 3-1 in the Lakers series right now, so I'm very nervous. Yeah, so hopefully the Warriors win tonight. That's going to be the rest of my evening as well as dinner. And yeah, I will throw a few more clips here at the end, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
But I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, telling you that I need you.
Blah, blah, blah. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the link above where I've linked my entire productivity playlist.